Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and have had a good start and a good week and a good start to the end of your week so far this week. As you can hear, guys, for those that watched the Forest watch along on Saturday afternoon, I did warn you I wasn't feeling all that great, and as a result of it, on Saturday evening I basically lost my voice. This is the first time in 4.5 days that I've been able to sound relatively human. I mean, maybe I'm going to sound more West Ham as a result of it, but we'll have to wait and see. But guys, this is the preview of West Ham's 6th home game of the 24-25 Premier League season, where we welcome the nicer side of Merseyside, Everton, to the London Stadium this Saturday afternoon for 3 o'clock kickoff. So as it's a 3 o'clock kickoff, guys, it's not live on any UK TV channel. But as always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear. And as you can see from the icon that's up here, there's also Everton retro gear in there as well, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out as well. Any purchases you make in the link using the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they're currently supporting 70, if not close to over 80 separate food banks by the time of this recording. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to your respective club shop if there's any toffee fans watching, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. But if you want to make a donation directly to the charity, but you don't want to make an affiliate link purchase, that's perfectly fine. There is a Just Giving Fund link in the description below. £1, £2, £5, whatever you can afford. Believe me, guys, every single penny helps. So, yes, I've got a brand new keyboard now. So, yeah, that one lasted about a year, and it's had a year's worth of fluid on it from all the watch-alongs. So, I'm surprised it lasted that long, to be honest with you. But, guys, as always, there's going to be there's going to be timestamps in the description below. So, if you can, by all means, please do stay with us for as long as you can. If not, by all means, please do jump around to the section wherever you want to listen to, and of course put your comments in the comment section as well, and please do like, share and subscribe. So guys, let's crack straight on with it, because I've waffled on for too long now. The officials, the referee for this game is Stuart Atwell, unfortunately. His assistants are Considine Hatzidakis and Wade Smith. The fourth official is Tim Robinson. On VAR we have Darren England, and his assistant is James Mannering. So not the greatest of referees again. But at the end of the day, we can't pick and choose. I wish we could. You know, I wish we were less all the bigger, more successful sides, because they seem to be picking referees that will side with them more than we do. So anyway, now our last 6 games against Everton at home shows we've won twice, drawn once and lost 3 times, scoring 5 and conceding 6. J-Lo has only managed against Everton once, and that was at home in May last year, drawing 1-1 with Everton using a 4-4-2 formation, which this time I'm hoping we're going to revert to, kind of, but I can't see it. But this is the only time that he's managed against Sean Dyche, that 1-1 draw. So Everton, at the time of this recording, are 2 points below us in the Premier League table, 16th position, winning twice, drawing 4 and losing 4 games, scoring 10 and conceding 17. So for those paying attention, on a -7 goal difference, 4 points above Ipswich on 18th. In the football stats away table, the footy stats away table, Everton are 15th in the table, winning once, drawing once and losing 3, scoring 5 and conceding 9. Now, when they played against Southampton away last weekend, they did dominate from the extended highlights I got to see on Match of the Day, but they lost 1-0 from an 85th minute goal from Armstrong. And I do feel sorry for Beto, because he could have had a couple of goals out of that game. He generally could have done, but Beto was just too quick before scoring to make it 1-1, but it was deemed as offside, and very, very tight it was too. So, yeah, we're not in the greatest of form at the moment, and Everton have just lost when they should have drawn. It's written in the stars, guys, in it, unfortunately. I'm not really confident in this game. Anyway, Everton's style of play seems to be pretty much exactly the same as they've always played, using long balls and attempting crosses often, attacking down the right, playing with width and taking a lot of shots. And now that's what worries me, guys, because we seem to crumble when we're faced with a lot of shots at goal. Yes, okay, Fabianski's kept us in it for the last couple of games, but we're conceding too many shots again. A different back back 3 out of 4 to Moyes, and we're still conceding shots again. So question marks over the goalkeepers. But again, I'll talk about that in a little bit while when we get to the West Ham section. Now, Everton seem to be very strong at aerial duels and stealing possession. They're also very strong at creating scoring chances and shooting from direct free kicks and creating chances using through balls, but they are weak at finishing scoring chances, defending against skillful players, which we've yet to get, and set pieces, and avoiding fouls in dangerous areas, and they are very weak at avoiding the offside trap, keeping possession, and of course protecting the lead. Now, on the road, their highest goal scorer is Ndai with 2 goals, with Calvert-Lewin and Keane both behind him on a goal each, and their highest assister away is McNeil with 2 assists and 1 goal. Now, Tarkowski is their highest aerial duel winner with an average of 3.2 aerial duels won per game, and Calvert-Lewin is right behind him on an average of 3 aerial duels won per game. So definitely players to look out for there, as we didn't already know. Now, looking at Everton's injuries, Dele Alli is still out with no return date yet from his hip/groin injury. Irogabum, I think you pronounce that, is out until at least Christmas with an ankle injury. Garner is out with a lower back injury until middle of December. Chimetti is out still until the end of this month with an ankle injury, as is Brozier with a calf injury, and Decore is currently being assessed with a knock, so very good chance that he's going to be in the starting 11, or at least in the squad. Now, guys, before I turn on to the West Ham's discussion, as we always do for this part of the video, guys, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been subscribing or did subscribe on the watch along on Saturday. But over the last 4 weeks, just over 2/3 of you guys have been watching the channel. That's 67.1% of you guys watching the channel are not subscribed. So by all means, please do hit that subscribe button. And also, of course, at any point, guys, put your comments in the comment section. And of course, please do like this, because the more likes these videos get, the more advertising it gets on YouTube. Therefore, it brings more people in, which gets more views, etc., etc. So please do so. Now, turning to West Ham, we want to try and start off with some good news. Souček is likely to be back for this game, as he seems to be recovered from the virus that he picked up prior to the Forest game. Bad news is it was announced today or yesterday, by the time you get to see this, that Kudus is to receive a 2-game extension to his red card that he picked up against Spurs, so he's not going to be back until the Leicester game, which is going to be the start of December. Now, I know that sounds bad, bearing in mind we're in the first week of November, but you've got to remember, guys, that right after this weekend's football, there's the international break again. So, yeah, it doesn't sound that bad, but it is still bad, because he is still one of our... Yes, okay, he's one of our better players or best players, but his head has dropped in recent weeks. And as I said in the watch-along, when there was stuff going on with Alvarez getting sent off against Forest, I think there's more going on behind the scenes than is being released. And information that X has been saying on the podcast recently, I kind of get that impression. Now, David Sullivan is still backing J-Lo, but has admitted exactly the same sentences he's been admitting under David Moyes. Is down to the fact that results need to change. Well, no shit, Sherlock. And I've said it before and I say it again. We've got different managers, we've got different players. We're still in the same shit, but we've still got the same ownership. It's all well and good and fashionable to point the fingers at J-Lo, but the players are just as accountable for the fuck-ups that they're doing as he is. But the buck for me still stops with Sullivan. I've been saying it for years. You know, it has to be instruction. I said to Nikki a few years ago on West Ham Fan TV I think it was the game before the game where Pellegrini was sacked and Moyes came back in. The home game before that game, I should say. And I remember saying to Nikki, it's got to be instruction, because we've seen the same shit football. We were seeing the same shit under Slav. We're seeing the same shit under Big Sam. You know, and Grant as well, for that matter, and to a lesser extent Zola. It has to be instruction from the high ups. It doesn't. Yes, you can point the finger at the managerial appointment. I said we'll have to give him some time, as it always should be. But as I say, players have to be accountable, and one of those is. And I raised this concern at the start of the season as well, for that matter. One of the concerns on that is Jared Bowen leaving post-match interviews when we draw or lose to players, and he only comes out and does the post-match interviews for the website when we win. That's not leadership to me. That's taking the glory. I love him to bits. He's a quality player. He's the face of the club. But I said at the start of the season, I don't think he's the right choice for captaincy. And he does seem to be showing that, unfortunately. But everything else aside, he still needs to step himself up, which again I think is down to the fact that there's problems going on behind the scenes. But as I say, there's a lot of stuff going on at the minute, guys. And I don't want to go. I don't want to keep rambling on what I've done beforehand. We're well into 11 minutes now on this video, so this we guess bring round to the penultimate part of the video where we're talking about the starting 11. As always, guys, put your comments in the comment section below. I've only really made one, obviously, because obviously Alvarez is going to be suspended for this game for picking up the 2 yellows against Forest, which I didn't mention. So apologies for that. But of course, because of that, I've made the substitution, and yeah, it's the only thing I can really think of. But as always, put your comments in the comment section below. I've got no confidence in the club at the team at the moment, guys. J-Lo needs to pick the right starting 11, and if he picks this starting 11, I think we're going to be in better chance than I think the starting 11 that he's going to pick against Everton on Saturday. Areola in goal, with a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Tobido, Kilman and Emerson. Rodriguez in the hole with Souček in front of him, supporting Gilherme, Ings and Somerville, with Bowen up front. So thank you very much for making it this far, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. Not many of you do. Please do like, share and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Honestly, if you want to see more content coming from this channel, that's the best thing to do. Subscribe, put your notification bell on, and make sure in the settings on your phone, if you're watching it on your phone, then you make sure that the notifications are set on there as well. So guys, in the meantime, try and have a great week. Hopefully by the next time you hear me, my voice will be 95% back to normal. We will be doing the full-time thoughts video at some point over the weekend as well. So guys, keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week, guys, and I hope to see you very, very soon. All the best now. Take care.